Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another toy review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultra Monster 500 series, number 163, Banila. And yeah, I know it's a weird name, Banila. You know what? I gotta mention this real quick because I thought this was super funny. But the guy that I bought this figure from, even though his name is Vanilla with the letter B, the guy still spelt it like in his name like vanilla, like the ice cream. So I just thought I'd kind of point that out because that is just so funny. But no flack on the guy or anything. I shot with him for a while. He got some, uh, you know, he's a pretty good eBay seller for the most part. I didn't have any problems. I just thought I mentioned that story because I thought that was so funny. So anyway, back to the actual review now. So this character is from the 1966 show Ultraman, based on the Ultra series, and he appeared in episode 19, Demons Rise Again, alongside his buddy Aeroboss, which the whole point of the episode was that they were both basically fighting each other. That's why it's called Demons Rise Again. And unfortunately, both monsters only appeared that one time, and then that was about it. They never reappeared again because you know that some kaiju's do eventually appear again in other series. But both Vanilla and Robots did reappear in the um sorry most recent Ultraman show, Ultraman Trigger, and they appeared in episode 21, where they pretty much duked it out again. And of course, the show lasted from 2021 to 2022 because right now we currently have Ultraman Decker as our current Ultraman show. And Vanilla's power is that he's the red fire monster, while Aeroboss was a blue foam monster. Which okay, and yeah, unfortunately for good old Vanilla, he got melted in the episode. Like he died so viciously. I feel so bad. So you know what? Just for that, we're gonna give this guy a good, very, very good review. I promise you. I'm gonna show you every single detail this guy has. And of course, as always, we gotta take a look at the tag because I just got him fresh out of the mail. I bought him brand new with his tag still reattached to his back. And of course, you got the neat little picture of Vanilla. If my camera will actually focus. Come on. There you go. That's perfect. Look how beautiful that is. I love how you also got like that design, that Ultraman Trigger type kind of thing going on in the background. It's kind of hard to explain it. You have to watch the show to really understand what I mean by that. And as always, this is here's the inside. This is the back. So yeah, let's get right to the review. And yeah, all right, let's get right to it. Let me just there we go. And the painting and sculpting, I mean, it's pretty good. But just like Erebos, I can't help but feel like that with the paint job. I think it's supposed to be more darker. I could be wrong, because I know in their debut, and back in the original show, I could have sworn they had a much more like different kind of color tone. Not that there's anything wrong with the paint job in it of itself. I think it still captures the character's likeness. I'm just saying, but I think for sure in their most recent appearance in Ultraman Trigger, I'm pretty sure maybe that was probably intentional. Maybe the bright colors, maybe that's kind of like their sorry, more recent approach. I don't know. Not sure if that was done on purpose or anything, but I just thought I kind of mentioned that because, like I've mentioned, Erebus sort of has the same thing kind of going on, where he's like this nice bright color, even though I feel like it should be darker. But I'm not gonna take points off of that. I don't think that's really something to want to complain about. Yeah. See, yeah, 'cause he definitely. It's supposed to be like orange, but it's not really orange. I can't really describe exactly what color he's really supposed to be. But I do want to talk more about the sculpting because I like how like weird and bizarre he looks though. He just looks, I don't know, it's kind of gross, the design. I don't know what it is. Honestly, it looks more like he's in pain because what the hell is this? This looks like his spine, and it's like ugh. But obviously, they have to be creative with the back because how are the actors gonna get inside the suit and do their kaiju thing? We got the arm. And we got this is his gut. I can see I love how I can see the details too within the lines and all that, the cracks. I'm not sure if that's like the suit the suit's likeness, or if that's just how the creature is. And like, just look at his face. He got a tiny ass head. First of all, look at that. He got that weird puckered up mouth because that's where he shoots the fire from. Well, sort of, not really. Honestly, I don't know which one is his mouth. Well, it's pretty obvious. I'm just saying though. I mean, his it just kind of looks like something else, but I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna leave it up to the imagination. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. So now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at his articulation. All right. So now this figure has 3 points of articulation, just like Aerobas. He can move full 360 within the arm perfectly, just like that. No issue. Yep, and his tail moves, but that's about it. The head does not move, and the waist doesn't move, because like I mentioned, it does that, it's that weird trick that they do, like, I guess when they're manufacturing the figures, I guess when they're in the process, that's kind of how it works. They pretty much, like, glue the other half together, and, at least it looks fine. Some people might find that a distraction, but I thought I'd just kind of mention that, just in case anyone gets any funny ideas and wants to literally turn it, you know, don't put much force, because these figures are made up of a much more softer vinyl material, so you really, really don't want to ruin the figure. Even though this one's pretty hard, it's not as soft as Aerobas, which is pretty interesting. And then, of course, we got the weird kind of little tail going on. It's such a weird looking tail. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Honestly, it looks like two tails in one. I think that's what it is. But it kind of gives off the illusion that it's supposed to be just one. I'm not too sure if that was done on purpose, because literally, like, whether it's the Ultraman Trigger appearance or the 1966 Ultraman appearance, either way, the tail was all flabby and all over the place. So it's like, I don't know, was that a creative decision? Probably, but there's something wrong with that. So, of course, before we end the video, let's do a little size comparison. Here he is again with Aerobas, his little buddy. And I like that they're sort of kind of around the same height. I think that was kind of a neat decision because most of these creatures don't have a very good consistent sizing, which, I mean, I guess depending on the sculpting of the figures and all that, I think it's passable. And he is just a tiny, tiny bit taller, not by much, but I think that's still pretty good. Like I mentioned in the last review, you could pretty much make them just duke it out if they wanted to. You can make them fight, you could do all sorts of things with them. I mean, why not? I mean, we all know who the real winner is, obviously. We know if you watch the original show, you pretty much know who the winner is. In my Aerobos review, I kind of spoiled it, but no worries. You won't be missing much. The fights in the shows are always entertaining as it is, so no problemo. No worries. Also, yes, I removed the tag from him, so this is his, and of course this is Banila's. Okay, at least we got some consistency going on. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. Actually, I just reviewed this figure like literally a few minutes ago. This is a pre-recording, so I just thought I'd kind of point that out. And here he is next to the next figure I'm gonna be reviewing, and that's gonna be Tesla Don. Yeah, we got that little snarky son of a bitch. I mean, just look at his face. I mean, what can I say? All these kaijus have weird faces. And of course, we have the hero of light. We got Ultraman. Yeah. There. Okay, there you go. Yeah, here he is. Both together. Yeah, Ultraman is pretty tall, even though it's supposed to be the opposite. But guys, we're gonna have to get used to it because there is a lot of figures just like this. So whatever, Listen, you got good paint, you got good sculpt. No worries, all right. As long as you got that going on, I think the sizing is passable, even though it is a little bit of an eyesore. I mean, they both still look cool next to each other. Then again, like I've mentioned, we already know who the real winner is, so I don't know. Pick your poison. Speaking of poison, here he is next to wait, I just had him. Oh, there he is. There you go. Ultraman Trigger. Because you know, here we go again. You know what I mean? You know. Hey, it's good to be back. What can I say? Actually, wait a minute. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. There you go. No, that's pretty cool. All right, so that's about it. And yeah, that's gonna end the review. I give this figure, just like Aerobots, I give him a 10 out of 10. I think it's still a very nice looking figure. Painting and sculpting is good. You know, I mean, yeah, like I say, the sizing is a bit of an issue, but it's not too bad. At least he's not like super small, because trust me, there are much more shorter ones out there, so this isn't even the worst. Just trust me. Just wait till we get to like Nova and stuff like that. Trust me. There's definitely a lot of figures where they are way too short, so this isn't even near that. Erebos, you're good to go. So honestly, I highly suggest getting this figure if you don't have them in your collection. I mean, if you have Erebos, you're gonna want a Banila too. I don't know why you wouldn't, but I just kind of mentioned that. So yeah, all right, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. You know, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Dislike the video if you dislike it for whatever reason. All right, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.